All right, I want to say shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who teach this truth and will well. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom. It's your Akabar Karaj back with a quick lesson of Ratazah be edifying. Lesson I'm going to go in on being a silent wife, in this truth, because especially when you got for you sisters who may have husbands and you brothers who got wives, man, make sure you got your wife in some kind of order with the scriptures, man. We know everything is not going to be perfect, but we want to strive to be perfect, man. And you got to keep a watch over your wife, and make sure a woman is always coming in this order a woman's supposed to be in, because you got women out here, man, is looking to teach. You got women out here that's looking to start their own following in its truth, man. Or you got sister chats. Salakia from my light as well. It's shortage is going out, but you got sisters that come in this truth, man, and they try to do their own thing, and it's good for just as well for as sisters to fellowship as well as it is for brothers to fellowship. But when you come into the truth, you can't have a sister bringing that worldly spirit into the truth, man. Whether it's gossiping, murmuring, covetous spirit, because these are all spirits that I wouldn't say only reside with women, but uh, it tends to be the some of the things that women struggle with the most. All right, is is too much gossiping, too much talking, and things like that, and you don't want to. Women offend easily. All right, when they talking too much. But without further ado, I'm just going to the scriptures. This is Ecclesiastes 26, Ecclesiastes also Rock 26, and started 14. It says, I started 13. It says, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones, man. Right. Because you want to have a woman to kind of has some kind of discretion, be discreet. You don't want a woman to just constantly spilling her guts and talking too much. And now everybody knows your business. No, you want a woman that's, a high and by type of female. I mean, it's not to say a woman can't, uh, do womanly things and have conversations with other sisters. But you want a woman to have some type of discretion about herself, man. It's kind of submissive role to her. You don't see her going being too wild, or you don't want a woman that's constantly listening to worldly music all day, or you don't want a woman that's constantly watching uh Love and Hip Hop and other TV shows that cause women to gossip and put demons on. You want a woman to have some type of discretion. When we see her, she always look like she's in her womanly role, whether it's taking care of the children, or taking care of her husband, or just doing womanly things. She always got a dress. She's basically uh shamefaced, as it says. I believe the next precept, it says verse 14, it says, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is none so much worth as a mind well instructed. Man, to have a silent woman is basically a gift for the Lord. Even if you got women that's in the world that's basically quiet females, that's basically withdrawn. They don't like to talk a lot. They don't like to be around a lot of people. Now that's really a good thing for you brothers that may have that home, especially if you don't got a woman. If you're a brother in this truth and your woman is not so much on board with the truth, that's a good thing that she's actually. If you have a woman that's shamefaced, that's kind of withdrawn, and slow to speak, and shy, basically. Because a lot of our women are influenced by music, by entertainment, by talk shows, by other women, advice of other wicked women, and it's just it always turns out bad. That's why they always you have women that have multiple baby daddies, You have women that don't know their place, don't know how to respect the man, and it stems from all of that. It's just it's too much gossiping and murmuring, and wicked and evil things that women are subject to, that they think it's okay in the world. You got average women that think all these things okay. Gossiping, back talking to man, you murmuring, all these different things. We just can't, your sisters can't bring that into this word, man, into this truth. Especially if you got a husband that's in this truth. Make sure that you being a silent woman, man. Don't try to overtalk your man, or buck up to your man, or be disrespectful to your man, because all those things are out of order. All right, those things are out of order. But Esau allows these things to happen. All right, Esau allows women to be out of order. Allows women to have the liberty to go to and fro as they please. All right, the scripture says, "Give a woman not much liberty to gad abroad." Man, so a woman shouldn't just be. You shouldn't just be able to see your brother woman out in the streets, like you at a bar or at a club, and you see a brother's wife at the bar. No, man. If anything, you should run into a brother's wife. It should be at the grocery store or at the daycare, picking up the kids from school, something like that. You shouldn't be at a bar or out to eat somewhere and you see a brother's wife and she's not with him. That's much liberty of gadding abroad. And sisters got to make sure they put that away once they come into this truth, man, and be a silent wife, because the Most High didn't. It wasn't him for intended for you to be a loud mouthy female in this truth, man. All right, let's go to let's get that in Corinthians. Let's get that in Corinthians. No, that's First Corinthians. First Corinthians 14, and let's start at 33. Says, "For Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints." Man, so the Lord is not the author of confusion. The Lord is all about peace, all right, and tranquility. The Lord is not all about uh a household that's in array that is upside down, because you got a woman that don't know her place. You got a man that don't want to take full responsibility of a provider. All kind of things that plagues our communities, man. These are things that literally plagues you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and it causes confusion. And the Lord is not with it. All right, the Lord likes to do things in order. And it's like Satan, Satan, like, and start flipping until I start doing this lesson. Uh, Verse 34 says, "Let your women keep silent in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law." All right, so a woman is to be what? Under obedience. See, in the world they call it controlling. All right, if your man wants you in some kind of order, he just don't want you to be flamboyant or acting out. They call that controlling. All right, any men that tried to establish some type of order with his children or his wife, people label him as to being controlling, and basically it's just like us as the prophets, man. They call us the fun police, because we got a long list of things that we telling you that you can't do. All right, that's just because our people so accustomed to doing evil and wicked that when we come and rebuke it, it almost seems like they can't do nothing, because everything they do is they're accustomed to doing evil and accustomed to being wicked, man. So that's why we got to make sure our women what are quiet, when it comes to this truth, man. Don't just have sisters. Brother said all the time, if you got a husband, you shouldn't be on a comment board of another man's video comment, brothers going live, and you got sisters commenting, and and are basically arguing back with the prophets. I done seen it done. Women. Some occasion where women might have a question, and a brother answered a question. All right, but for you sisters who got husbands, who got men, you should not be doing that, man. You should, matter of fact, it says, verse 35, it says, and if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the churches. All right, so there you have it. That really don't need no breakdown. It's a shame for you women to come amongst brothers and with that mouthy black woman attitude that Esau's put on our women, to feel like you can come in any setting, any room, and you can control the room. All right, when you speak, that everybody bows down. No, that's not how things go, and that's why a lot of sisters can't get with this truth. That's why a lot of women have time have a hard time dealing in this truth, man, because it's hard for them to get in order, because all their life they've uh been able to fly off the handle with their mouth, right? Being able to say anything, let anything come out, roll off their tongue, and when you come into this truth, it's kind of like you can't do that no more. You got to go from being completely ratchet, all right, to being shamefaced or embarrassed. All right, you want to be basically embarrassed, because it's a thing. We count the scriptures. When you get a woman that's not in order, all right, it's a certain label for a woman that's kind of like that, kind of flamboyant, mouthy, quick to mouth off, all these different things. Man, this is Ecclesiastes 26 and 25. It says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Right? So a shameless woman, a woman that's, like we said, that has no discretion, that's not discreet, a woman that's just loud any place that she's at. She's never reverencing her husband. She's always disrespectful with the mouth, things like that. A shameless woman is counted what? As a dog. All right. And we know what's another word for a dog? All right. Which is a bitch. So that's why you got men take, you got men, you'll get into it with women, and the first thing you hear them doing is calling her what? A bitch, calling her out her name, because according to the scriptures, that's how you should deal. That's how you should label that woman or that sister that's in that spirit or in that behavior, and that is just the honest truth. And in verse continuing reading, it says, uh but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And right, so a woman that's shamefaced, basically meaning to be embarrassed. Every woman should be kind of like, embarrassed. When you embarrass, you kind of you shy. You don't want to speak. You don't want to do the wrong thing. You embarrassed. All right, and a woman should be like that. Should be shamefaced. It almost embarrassed, man. When you especially when you around brothers, it's other men come around. You shouldn't just be, hey, like I'm one of the fellas, and just saying anything, let anything fly out your mouth. You not in no kind of order. No, you should be shamefaced, man. You should be almost embarrassed. All right. Verse 26, it says, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all. So you want to be a woman that honoreth your husband. All right. Your husband had a long day. He asked you to rub his back. You should accommodate him, man. You should rub his back. You should if a man say, look, babe, can you cook this for dinner? And you should be trying to accommodate that man, especially if he's waking up to go to work. He's providing for his family. He's a good father to his children. Uh, you know, uh, he's a God fearing man. You should honor that man, all right? And instead, in this society, they look at you for doing those things. They say, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You won't get no. A man is the lowest thing in the society. You can be a good father, you can be a God fearing man, you can be a good provider, and they tell you, look, women. I heard women of the world say it. That's what he's supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But how many, how many men that don't do it that you people honor? You people honor a man that don't provide for his children. He may be wicked, selling drugs, smoking weed, and toting guns. You women to honor this man, but you won't give no reverence or honor to the man who's actually providing for his family or for his household. And that's because what? Everything's out of order here in Babylon, man. And women are not taught to be silent or submissive and reverence their husbands. Matter of fact, let's get that in Titus, because that's something, you know, we make sure we tell sisters, man. This is one of the vital things women need to know when coming into this walk, coming into this truth, man. This is Titus 2 and 3. It says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, right? So women you have to be a teacher of good things. You got women that's teaching they children how to throw up gang signs. You got women that's teaching the younger women that you don't need a man. Get whatever man get with whatever man is gonna give you some money or pay one of your bills. All right. And if a man fall on hard times, women, you leave that man. That's what women are taught coming fresh out of the world. They may not say it in those words, but they say it in them words a lot of times. It's all about what you can provide for a woman. When you coming out of the world, and that's the mindset that most women have. That's why they have multiple men, because they get with a man. He may start to, they call it tricking, or paying one of your bills, or you might have several different men that's paying your bills that you sleeping with. All right. And the minute that they can't do that, you move on to somebody else who can. All right. You don't stick or be committed with one man. All right. So that's something that women need to learn coming out of the world. That's what we tell sisters. Look, coming out of this world, we suggest that every brother or sister should build their spirit up first before you start dealing with another man or another woman. You start, dealing or take on the sister in the truth, because you gotta completely purge off that old man, that old woman. When you're coming into this truth, and you have to be as a little child, you have to relearn all over again. Verse 4 says, uh, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet. All right, so to be discreet, man. If most women was teaching their younger daughters to be discreet, from since they come from out the womb until they start walking, until they become uh, children to young adults, or teenagers to young adults, it'd be less of a hassle for a man, because, like, I hear horror stories from people that I know that's on the dating scene, and dating is horrible, man, because men are starting to want they women to come in order. First, the men, all praises to the Most High. First, now men are wanting their women to come in order, wanting their women to know how to they way around the kitchen, know how to cook, to want a family, want to take care of her husband. Most men are starting to want these things again. First men was, in the spirit, they just wanted like multiple women that they can deal with. Now men are, they didn't did that. They maturing and growing and learning. uh, Now the information is out there for, the men should take back, their manhood, man. Take back what's rightfully theirs, their role. Step up to the plate and start demanding change out of you women. And men, for the most part, men are doing that, man. All right, they starting to step up to the plate. They starting to want that change in the household when it comes to women and all these different things. So hey, you women better get on board, man. So you got to learn to teach your children at an early age, man. You got to learn to teach your daughters if you got any. You got to show them their way around the kitchen. Show them how to you can love the man that's in your life, all right, or love their father or whatever whoever man is in your life, because kids are impressionable. They see you, fixing their father dinner, uh, being submissive to him. It's all these things are impressionable on children. All right, even little young men as well. Kind of put them in the mindset of what they should be looking for in a woman. So, a woman role is important in the nation of Israel. Man, it's just sad that most of the majority of our women, still come in that worldly spirit. Well, sisters, I'm not gonna even say every sister in this truth, but you got some demons, that I hear about this in this truth. Then you got sisters, women of the world, that's in the world that's not in this truth, and they just completely you can see the problem. You can see where the problem lies at, man. They just completely out of order and they don't show no regard to nobody but themselves. All right, demons. The scriptures say monstrous women should bring forth mischievous women should bring forth monsters, man. All right, so our women is completely out of order, and when coming into this truth, sisters should learn how to be shamefaced. All right, how to be silent, how to be a keeper of the house, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me finish this out. Verse 4, it says, this is Titus 2 and 4 says, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, all right, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. So, bam, there you have it. And that's what Esau hates is a family structure. Is to see our women, not calling the men in their life, calling them all out of their name, disrespecting them, making them feel less than nothing. No, man. The Most High don't require that, out of a woman, man. A woman don't realize her power. Your power is to pour into your husband. Your husband, he has to deal with a lot of things, man. Just being Israelite man here in Babylon, that's, having curses on us, that's enough to deal with. Then have to, through all of that, have to be a provider, have to be a father to the children, a good husband, a leader to the nation. You should be pouring into your husband, man, making sure that he has the morale, the energy, you uplifting his spirit to be able to continue this walk and to do these things, man. You know, but with that, man, Lord's willing, the lesson be edifying until the next time. I want to give our praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who teach us truth and do it well. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.